What is going on, everyone? How are you doing? I hope you're doing good, because it is good to feel good. Yes, it is. And I wanted to do this video today just to talk about a few things. Now, as you may not know, I kind of like to come off as a kind of, happy-go-lucky guy, filled with all the positivity and, all that feel-good stuff. I love doing that for some reason. But yeah, I always like to present myself as, a very happy person, very positive and all that. But I want to just talk about how I feel now compared to back about 7 months ago, when I wasn't feeling too positive because of a few things that had happened. So basically what I want to try and do is just have a little chat about then and have a little chat about how I feel now. So yeah, let's chat. So back in September, there was a point where I felt to myself, things feel really rubbish at the moment, and I don't feel happy at all. A few things that happened, of course. One being that I just 2 months removed from coming back from California, and I had such a good time out there, and just suddenly just to come back to this, to my usual life, it felt very weird, and obviously took a lot of time to get used to. And then of course I had the situation with my hard drive, where it took a bump and wasn't able to be recovered. So I tried sending it off to a few places to no avail, and then I eventually sent it to the manufacturer themselves, and again to no avail, which was very rubbish. And yeah, just around this time I wasn't feeling the best. I didn't want this to come out say when I was making my videos, and obviously around that time, that's when I decided to take a sabbatical from making videos. And of course I came back a few months later feeling a bit more positive, and we resumed from there. And then going on to now, from back then, I would say I feel a lot more happier than I was then. And yeah, I feel very, very happy at the moment, because I think there's just a lot of things that are happening right now that I'm really looking forward to, and also some things that have happened in the past few months that I've, really enjoyed as well. So I think some things that I've really enjoyed, for myself particularly, have been attending that screening of The Room, meeting Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero. That was very cool. I saw Imagine Dragons as well, and that was an amazing concert, probably the best live band I've ever seen. And just going, and also WrestleMania happened a week ago, and I have mentioned before that I was originally meant to be going to New Orleans for that WrestleMania. That never materialized because of a few plans that had fallen through with the group of people I was going with. But regardless of not being able to go to there and watch it live, I still watched it regardless. I was out with a couple of mates that night, and that was a very cool and fun event, even though it did last 5 hours and finished after 5 o'clock. I was bloody shattered, but it was still fun. I really enjoyed it. There were some very good moments, some very not so good moments, but hey ho, that's how WrestleMania works. And I said this last year, and I'll say it again this year, I think just being motivated from watching WrestleMania makes you think, oh, one day I would really like to attend WrestleMania, and that it's something I wanted to do for years. And I think to myself, at this point in time, I actually do want to go ahead and do it. So next year I've been making a few little ideas, and I think I would really like to go to New York/New Jersey next year for WrestleMania, because of course it's happening in East Rutherford, New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium, which I would very much like to attend. And you never know, I might just be in New York this time. No, it's not even this time, next year, but next year for WrestleMania. You never know, a lot could happen in 1 year, so that could be a possibility. But anyway, apart from all that WrestleMania nonsense, just things have happened, and it's kind of set me along a very positive streak, I guess. This may sound a bit strange, but how I see it as it's turning a negative into a positive, basically. And what I'm talking about is what happened to my nana, because back towards the end of last year, she was diagnosed with cancer, and it was a rare aggressive form that had developed in her diaphragm. And whenever you hear the words rare and aggressive when it comes to cancer. Obviously you fear for the worst, and of course me and my family, we all fear for the worst. But you know, we all, you know, we're very motivational for her. You know, we were very, you know, we say keep going, Nana, you can beat cancer. And who wouldn't have thought she did, because back in January she had successful surgery and it was all clear, and she was determined cancer free. And I think around like that time in January, that's when I decided, you know, my Nana isn't feeling the best at the moment, and like what she was going through in a way kind of wanted me to better myself, I guess. Of course I started going down to the gym regularly, and it's amazing how I think 3 months later I'm still going strong. I never thought, you know what, it's quite hard to get yourself into the gym, like especially when you're starting out new, but I've progressed quite a fair bit from then. And of course also back in January, that's when I signed up to do Rough Runner, and it's amazing to think how like far I've come with Rough Runner as well, because again, training very hard for it, I am, and again, like with the gym and coming for Rough Runner, they're kind of like two that kind of combine themselves in a way. But yeah, so with Rough Runner, it's coming around very quickly. It's happening next month actually, so we're just a month away, which is mad, and I actually cannot wait to do it. Like, you know, it's one of those things that I've always wanted to do, and it's been inspired by, you know, TV shows, game shows, like say Gladiators, Total Wipeout, Takeshi's Castle, Ninja Warrior, and just it kind of feels like all of those combined in, and you know, and what comes out of Rough Runner is what's been inspired by those, and I'm really excited to take part. I'm really excited to, you know, show off my experience here on this channel. And also I should mention that along the way, it's just, I think the raising money aspect of, you know, raising money for charity has just been such, you know, that's a really good positive thing that I feel like I'm doing. And I've always said to myself, I really want to do my bit for charity, and it's amazing to see how far that's come as well, because at this point in time we have raised shy over £650 for the Christie, which I think is incredible. I said to myself, you know what, £500 is my target, and we knocked that target out of the bag. And I did say originally back in January that if I were to reach 500 I would raise that to 1,000, although I did say that I will say I'm not going to raise it to 1,000, but I want to aim to reach 1,000. So we're a month away, and I feel like, you know what, that could be a possibility. So you never know, by the time I finished fundraising we could have reached £1,000, which would be amazing. So yeah, again, you never know. That's just coming about very quickly, and I'm really, again, looking forward to it. And of course, with the whole positive streak, I'm also really looking forward to a few things that are happening later in the year. So of course, Rough Runner's happening. I'm going off to see Taylor Swift again in Manchester in June. Then I've got a few days after that my 2-week trip to LA that's happening. And again, I know I mentioned quite a lot that I love going to LA, and I know I've been twice before, but I'm really looking forward to going again because LA, baby. And what else is happening? I'm going to see Bruno Mars in July, which is like literally a week and a half after I come back from LA, and I'm really looking forward to that. I've always wanted to go see him live because he's very cool, he is. And then August, you've got Summer in the City, which again I'm really looking forward to, because I think one of the things I love about going to Summer in the City is just seeing my friends, and you know, some of which, you know, at that point in time maybe I've not seen them in quite a long time, maybe even since the last Summer in the City. But yeah, it's just nice to catch up with people. And you know, I think that's one thing also, like, it's just, you know what, even though I haven't seen some of my friends in quite a few months now, but just, you know, hanging out with them, you know, probably gets the best out of them, to be honest, because or should I say, you know, you get the best out of them, they get the best out of you, and like it's just very cool. And I love being around my friends. So hopefully in the next few months in the lead up to Sitsi, I can, you know, hang out with some of them, and you know, we can make some pretty cool experiences again. So you never know. I say you never know quite a lot. It's like I should just slap on a t-shirt or something. But yeah, no, I'm just excited again. Also, I should mention that with all the things that I'm getting really excited for, there's a potential trip that might be happening in December, so I can't really talk about what's going on yet because I don't want to spoil it, but I think when things get set in stone for the actual trip itself, then I can kind of reveal a few things that are happening. So up until now, I'm keeping it under wraps, but if things get confirmed, then I can talk a little bit about what's going on. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for it to be set in stone, and then we can talk. I think on the conclusion of this, I would say that I'm probably the most happiest I've been in quite some time, and that's really saying something. Like compared to where I was back in September, when I wasn't feeling, you know, the best, wasn't feeling, you know, the positive person that I am, but just, yeah, I feel a lot better than I was back then, and I'm really happy for that. So I think again, it's been a few of these things that, you know, getting excited for, and I think the main thing, of course, has been, you know, me training for Rough Runner and also doing the raising money aspect of that, and it's just been really cool. And I can't wait to do that event. You know, just bring it on. I know it's a month away, and I know they literally, Rough Runner did the first 2 events of the year just this past weekend actually. So I think when I do eventually do Rough Runner, it's going to be so cool. I just can't wait. Like, I think it's going to be fun. Well, it obviously is going to be fun. It's a fun run after all. But it's going to be quite the experience. I've never done anything like this properly before, so I think it'll be very fun. And again, I can't wait to take you along for the ride. And yeah, things are good. Things are good. I need to stop doing it now. I've mentioned this in a video before that, like, whenever I do this, I need to have like my hands tied down. So like, yeah, just, okay, maybe not. But yeah, just, it's been going good, and I'm really happy with how I'm going at the moment. And back then in September, I said, you know what, if I come back for some time, I might make regular videos again, or I might not. But you know what, I'm still happy making videos for the time being. You know, things have been going really well, I'd say. It's just very nice, like, very cool. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of, you know, 2018 plays out, I guess. Like, in terms of, like, you know, what I get up to, what goes down. That's the same thing pretty much. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. But yeah, nah, everything's good. I'm very happy, and it's always good to feel good. Yes, it is. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I guess I shall see you around with some more videos soon. And like, comment, subscribe, and share the love. See ya!